Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. So for this video today, we're going to be talking about Minari. And yes, of course, Minari was a film that was heavily featured at this year's Oscars. It only won one for Best Supporting Actress, but I thought it was in the running, and I would have probably picked it to win Best Picture, honestly. I really enjoyed this film that much. I loved it, honestly, from beginning to end. It was just just a really beautiful movie, and let's go ahead and get into why I think that. So let's start off by saying that yes, Minari is about a Korean family that moves to America in hopes of starting life anew in this new country, and the father figure, which is played by Steven Yeun, tries to start a farm of his own in the middle of America in Arkansas. He tries to start a farm producing, Korean produce. His plan is to provide that to people who want to buy it in the Dallas area. So the story is it's simple on paper, but it's really just so effective because the movie essentially it's just about this family. You're just on this journey with this family. Like I said, there's so many different conflicts and things going on that you really just kind of gravitate towards this family because of course you have them starting life anew. Like I said, they moved from Korea to America in hopes of starting a foundation of their own here. You have the struggle with that and how the family deals with that. And then you have the conflicts where the wife is kind of arguing with the husband over like how they feel that they should go about the future of their family and how, they come to realize that, starting a farm obviously isn't that easy. And, they have to think about the children and they have to think about just the family as a whole and what's right, what's best to do. And that's what really the film kind of shows to me is that it's hard. It's hard to keep a family. It really is. It's hard to keep a family going. You have to deal with so many other factors, outside factors that affect your family. And of course, within the household, as we see here, there's so many different, arguments and conflicts within the household between, just the kids, the mother and the wife, and then, the grandmother who kind of comes in at the end who rightfully won Best Supporting Actress. She was an absolute delight. She was such a funny and interesting character and just a really nice piece to the puzzle here with this family. And, as I'm watching the movie, I just feel so invested in this family. Like I'm like a fan as I was watching it. I was like really rooting for them because the family is really it's a beautiful family. The kid, the young man who plays the kid, I think his name is as I'm looking over here to the side, Alan S. Kim, who plays David the son. He was he might have been he was a really scene stealer every time he was on himself. He was an absolutely adorable character, and I just really love that. And just just some really just really good performances, like I said, from Steven and the lady who plays the wife, and like I said already, the grandmother. But another thing I want to I think that this film is really beautifully shot by Lee Isaac Chung, who was nominated for, I believe he was, I can't remember at this point, for Lee Isaac Chung was nominated for Best Director, but the film was just really beautifully shot. I really love the costume design. The colors of this film is just really beautiful. Of course, it's in Arkansas, which I've never been to, but from the looks of it, it looks to be like a really beautiful green land, which makes for some really cool cinematography. And honestly, I think that the star, even besides the performances, besides the directing, besides everything, the story, I think that my favorite part of this movie might have been the score, man. I think that the score, I was really, really rooting for it to win Best Original Score. It didn't, but that's okay. But, it was just so beautiful. It was just so subtle, and it's just really different. I just haven't really, something about the style of the music, it just really struck a chord with me, not only because of the way it sounded, but like I said, the beautiful thing about scores is not the sound of the music, but the placement of the songs in the movies, and that combination that just makes everything so much better. I really think that the music was kind of that deciding factor of when I was kind of ranking these Oscar movies of what I thought were the best ones going in. This one was right at the top for me. And I think the deciding factor was the score. It was just so beautiful, and it just really played right. And like I said, the combination of the cinematography and the scenes, and whenever it's placed, it's just beautiful. And the one thing that I love about it is the score. it's not really dominant. Like, it's not playing throughout. There's a lot of scenes throughout this movie where the score isn't, there's no music even being played, but when it hits, it's just so effective and it's just beautiful, and I loved it so much. And like I said, along with the story, and it's just really a story about a family who's against the odds, you know, a Korean family starting a life in this new land. They're dealing with that, kind of being the underdog, so everything kind of comes together, and you just really fall in love, and you just really get emotionally invested with this family, and that's really what it's all about here. And I loved this movie from beginning to end. I thought it was really beautifully made, and yeah, I just can't say enough about it. So yeah, that's gonna be my review for Minari. Like I said, stay tuned to this channel if you're new for some other reviews that I did for these Oscar nominated films that I'm gonna be doing reviews of, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please give it a like, go ahead and leave your comments, and please consider subscribing for more movie reviews and more movie related type content. So thank you so much for watching.